Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into two incredibly powerful and contrasting chapters in the book of Exodus, chapters 31 and 32. It is a story of divine instructions followed by human failure, and it teaches us so much about God's holiness and our own nature. So, let's set the scene. In chapter 31, God is still speaking with Moses on Mount Sinai. After giving all the detailed plans for the tabernacle, he now appoints the master craftsman who will bring this vision to life. He calls out two men by name, Bezalel and Oholiab. God says he has filled Bezalel with the Spirit of God, giving him skill, ability, and knowledge in all kinds of crafts. Think about that for a moment. The same Spirit that gives prophecy and wisdom is also given for artistic and technical skill. This shows us that our creative talents, our abilities to build, design, and make things with our hands are gifts from God and can be used for His glory. It's not just about what we do, but the spirit in which we do it. Right after this, God gives a very strong command about the Sabbath. He calls it a sign between Him and the Israelites forever. It's a day of complete rest, set apart as holy to the Lord. This command is placed right here, after all the instructions for building the tabernacle. Why? It's a powerful reminder that our work, even work for God, must be balanced with rest in God. The Sabbath isn't just about stopping work. It's about remembering that God is the creator and sustainer of everything. We work from a place of rest, not just rest from our work. It's a rhythm of grace He built into the very fabric of creation. At the end of this conversation, God gives Moses the two tablets of the testimony, stone tablets written with the finger of God. This is a monumental moment. But then, the tone shifts dramatically in chapter 32. While Moses is on the mountain receiving these holy commands, the people down below are growing restless. It's only been 40 days, but their patience has worn thin. They go to Aaron, Moses' brother, and say, "Come, make us gods who will go before us." As for this Moses, we don't know what has happened to him. It's shocking how quickly they forget God's power, the plagues in Egypt, the parting of the Red Sea. Fear and uncertainty led them to seek a tangible, visible God they could control. And what does Aaron do? In a moment of staggering weakness, he gives in. He tells them to bring their gold earrings, and he fashions them into a golden calf. He builds an altar and declares, "Tomorrow is a festival to the Lord." They were trying to worship the right God in the wrong way, mixing pagan idolatry with the worship of Yahweh. They traded the glory of the invisible God for an image of an animal. This is a profound warning for us. What are the golden calves in our own lives? What do we turn to for security and comfort when God feels distant? It could be money, success, relationships, or even our own abilities. Up on the mountain, God sees what's happening, and His anger burns. He tells Moses, "Go down, because your people, whom you brought out of Egypt, have become corrupt." He is ready to destroy them and start a new nation through Moses. But this is where we see the heart of a true leader. Moses intercedes for the people. He doesn't say your people. He reminds God, your people, whom you brought out of Egypt with great power. He appeals to God's own character, His promises to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and His reputation among the nations. And because of Moses' plea, the scripture says God relented. This is a beautiful picture of intercessory prayer. When Moses comes down the mountain and sees the chaos, the dancing, and the calf, his own anger flares. He smashes the stone tablets at the foot of the mountain, a powerful symbol that the people had already broken the covenant. He burns the calf, grinds it to powder, scatters it on the water, and makes the Israelites drink it. He confronts Aaron, who gives a weak excuse about the people being bent on evil. The consequences are severe, but it's a necessary act to purge the evil from the camp and restore order. These two chapters, side by side, are a stark reminder of the tension between God's perfect standard and our human frailty. Chapter 31 shows God's beautiful plan for worship and creativity. Chapter 32 shows our tendency to stray and create our own idols. But in the midst of it all, we see the power of intercession and a God who is merciful, even in his righteous anger. It's a lesson that remains just as relevant for us today. Thanks so much for joining me for this deep dive. I hope it gave you something to reflect on. If you found this meaningful, please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care.